A 5-year-old little girl dead after officials say she suffered years of abuse and neglect. The disturbing details we've learned about her mother's history, plus the charges mom is now facing.
A Boone County man accused of killing his own mother. What court documents are revealing about his erratic behavior before the crime? Fox 59 Morning News at 8 starts right now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
And it's not all bad news around here, but we do start with another kind of eeky, kind of not a pretty looking day out there. It's 8 a.m. Is the rain going to go away? And when are we going to hit 80s? I'm already trying to spin it and looking positive. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out.
We love your optimism.
Right?
It's dreary, it's wet, but we're happy it's Friday.
We are.
It's been a long week.
Yes.
The eclipse was Monday.
I know, it seems like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, what'd you say? I was doing a lot.
You've been doing a lot of, work around here. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
So thanks for hanging out.
Fox 59 is getting a great deal off of me. I've been reporting, doing anchoring in traffic, so.
Because you can do it all.
Saving them a lot of money.
Let's see can you do weather? Hey, I better get my wallet out and start
They can hand
bring
some over.
some funds. Hey,
take checks?
yeah,
We
wait.
can't.
I take Cash App,
Yeah,
Zelle,
what's your
Venmo, whatever. Venmo, we'll take
Let's
it.
drop it. Let's drop it in there. What do you think? What's the?
Whatever you think is fair.
Well, hey, at least you got a warm welcome.
Yeah. Hi, Tyler.
Yeah, because you deny. He basically threw.
I was told you suck at golf.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
Well, I pretty much said that, didn't I? All right, 8:01, guys. Let's talk about the rain. Not a great morning out there right now. I mean, pretty dreary. We're dealing with traffic issues, a few because of that steady rain. There's a quick look out towards Tipton. Yeah, pretty much sets the stage for how our day's looking out there, at least to begin our morning. Not the greatest here, as it certainly is wet from Tipton County and about every county here in central Indiana. That's a live look at Guardian radar. Still moderate rain coming down through Hancock County, edging into northern sections of Shelby County, Henry County, Marion County, of course. So we are dealing with that rain. That's only going to add to already what has been a wet month of April. Over 6 inches of rainfall now for the month of April, and we're not even halfway through the month. So we are looking at an unsettled day here, a cloudy day as well, and certainly the worst day of the week in the terms of temperatures and heavy cloud cover. Now, I do expect to see some late day sunshine and the rain finally come to an end by late afternoon, early evening. We're in the 40s now. Wind chills are down into the 30s in a few locations. Looking for a high today only at 56 degrees. Tyler, over to you.
The Traffic Authority.
Thank you, Jim. Actually, honestly, I think I was looking up a little bit ago. I think this is now the wettest April on record. And you said we're not even through the second week. It's only Friday, folks. We have rain today and falling right now. We also have rain next week. So it's going to be very interesting to see when it's all said and done how much water has fallen here across central Indiana. It's still falling too. If you head up to Main Street near Greenwood, I-65, a little bit of slower traffic out there. Starting to see these pockets of red, stop and go, yellow and orange. And this map yesterday, even the afternoon hours, was completely covered in yellow, orange, and red. We're starting to see an uptick in that due to the morning commute. I'll let you know if any accidents pop up throughout the morning. Cameron?
All right, Tyler, thank you. We're learning more about the tragic death of a 5-year-old girl on the city's southwest side.
Yeah, the girl's mom arrested for murder and her boyfriend faces neglect charges.
Fox 59's Hannah Folman joins us now in studio with the very latest from police and reaction from that family.
Cameron and Angela, this is the 5-year-old girl you're talking about, Kinsley Welty. She had a full life ahead of her, but tragically taken too soon. Court records showed the child's mother, Toni McClure, didn't properly care for Kinsley, even confessing that she feared her actions would lead to Kinsley's death, but she simply didn't care. Police were called to the family's mobile home on Tuesday night, where they found the 5-year-old unresponsive. She was eventually rushed to Riley Hospital, where she would die with what doctors believe to be severe malnutrition. Back inside the home, police found a small closet covered in fecal matter, which they would learn is where Kinsley was forced to spend most of her time. Police claim the mother's boyfriend, Ryan Smith, admitted Kinsley had been kept in that closet since Thanksgiving, was rarely let out. According to court records, the child's mother admitted she did the bare minimum to feed her daughter, who often complained she was hungry. It goes on to say the victim's mother initially tried to blame the girl's father for the abuse, but when that story quickly fell apart, the suspect allegedly confessed she knew she was treating her daughter wrong, but again, didn't care.
And this poor little girl had no chance whatsoever. She had a parent who, well, she wasn't a parent, she was a monster who failed her in every way.
No child or human being should be treated the way she was. Help us, help these children who have no voice.
IMPD wants to remind anyone to speak up anytime they believe a child is being abused or neglected, so situations like this one don't continue to happen. And because McClure was arrested for murder, she is being held without bond pending the filing of formal charges. In the studio, Hannah Fulman, back to you.
All right, Hannah, we're going to dive deeper into this because it wasn't the first time that Toni McClure had run-ins with police because of her lack of care for her children or the accusations of. Court documents from 2018 show Mooresville police found McClure and multiple children living in squalor then. Court documents mention the 3-week-old at that time, which authorities and family confirmed to us that it was Kinsley. She and another child were found with full diapers. Kinsley was lethargic. The children were dirty in an apartment filled with trash. Police described that apartment at the time as one of the worst living conditions they had ever seen. And we spoke with a detective who was a patrol officer at the time who responded to that call for help back then.
Seeing her in that state was extremely devastating because I know how I would care for my kid.
Detective Hayden there was able to talk to her on the phone yesterday too. She went to the store, bought diapers for Kinsley that day. She fed Kinsley. She actually got into the ambulance and rode with her to the hospital and stayed with her for hours. She herself had just gotten off of maternity leave. Over the next few years, then Kinsley was cared for by foster parents and relatives, but ultimately ended up back with her mother. We have more on this story, including how Kinsley's family again says it's the system that failed her at FOX59.com.
We're also following up on a disappearance of another baby girl here in Indianapolis. Baby Amaya, that's a name a lot of us know. The ex-boyfriend of Amaya's mother, Robert Lyons, agreed to a plea deal yesterday. While Lyons agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of neglect of a dependent resulting in bodily injury, 3 lesser felony charges were also filed against him but were dismissed. The plea deal does not include his cooperation in the case against Amaya's mom, Amber Robertson, or helping to find Amaya's body. 8-month-old Amaya was last seen in March of 2019, but Robertson didn't report her missing until mid-March. At the time, Robertson told police that she had given Amaya to Lyons, who was supposed to drop the girl off at Amaya's babysitter's house. While some of baby Amaya's belongings were found near Eagle Creek, she was never found. Organizers with the Justice for Amaya social media initiative say they're disappointed in Thursday's decision.
I just want her to seek some kind of justice. She was 8 months old, and I've said this a million times. She never got a chance to talk. She never got a chance to walk, have a first birthday. She never had a shot at life.
Lyons' sentencing hearing is scheduled for May 10th. He faces up to 10 years in prison. Amber Robertson also appeared in court Thursday. She's not taking a plea deal and is scheduled to go to trial on June 24th.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he testifies at her trial and what he says happened, if he will admit anything. The defense team for Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen wants the court to throw out his so-called confessions that he made while in prison. Allen accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017 near the Monon High Bridge in Delphi. We previously reported Allen admitted to killing the girls during a phone call with his wife. But a new court filing says he also made confessions to guards and inmates while he was in custody. Now, Allen's attorneys claim during that time Allen was in a deteriorating mental state and the confessions were involuntarily given. The high-profile murder schedule is set to start May 13th. There will be, of course, we will be there with team coverage of this case. You can go to FOX59.com to see all of our reporting on this investigation, how the community is honoring, Abby and Libby.
8:08 and the U.S. Department of Justice has announced a new rule that they believe will reduce gun violence. The rule expands who needs a license to deal guns and conduct background checks.
Fox 59's Russ McQuaid shows us now the rule aims to close the so-called gun show loophole.
At Indy Arms Company, they do it right and by the law, running background checks on all gun buyers.
Name, address, height, weight, gender, race, and then there's a whole series of questions that the purchaser answers regarding legal issues, background, convictions, all that sort of stuff that would look for anything that would be a disqualifier.
The new federal regulation closes the so-called gun show loophole, where it's believed guns are sold without paperwork or background checks.
Under this regulation, it will not matter if guns are sold on the internet, at a gun show, or at a brick-and-mortar store. If you sell guns predominantly to earn a profit, you must be licensed and you must conduct background checks.
Most checks come back okay within a matter of minutes or may be delayed less than a week pending more investigation, or in rare cases are actually turned down altogether.
And we know that many thousands occur each year. Now, there's estimates that this will affect about 23,000 dealers that are currently unlicensed. And I think it will have a substantial impact because currently about 22% of Americans, according to research, say that they've acquired their most recently purchased firearm without a background check.
But illegal buyers or persons who don't want the government to know they own guns will still find ways around the new rule.
We don't have firearm registration, and so it's impossible to track person-to-person sales that go on if they go on a personal basis. If you come over to my house, and I sell you something, how is the federal government going to know that?
Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
By requiring more gun sellers to become licensed dealers, the Department of Justice all hope that more background checks will be conducted.
A home known as the House of Tomorrow, first introduced back in the 1930s.
Where it is in Northwest Indiana and the refresh that it is getting after sitting vacant for years.
It looks like a lot of work needs to be done. We'll see more on that. Trouble could be on the way for House Speaker Mike Johnson. While Congresswoman is currently his most vocal critic, and the former president he is supposed to be meeting with today.
Fox 59 closed captioning is sponsored by Tom Wood Direct.
Every day's a great day on Indy now.
We got some drinks getting ready.
Tenoria's making something incredible.
Jill, look at this balloon arch. Hi, Jody.
This is beautiful. Oh, there's Brandy with the latest fashion.
She's always got the freshest looks. Oh, wow. Listen to Jared. Sweet tunes, man.
Sounds great and looks great. Zeus, are we ready to go? Yeah, we are.
Jill, look at the energy over here. Looking good, ladies.
Can't wait to try that workout. And there's our mascot Wrangler.
Just another day on Indy Now.
Catch Indy Now weekdays at 10 on Fox 59.
Get a free patio set with your new flooring purchase during our huge spring sales event at Floors to Your Home. Come in now through Saturday, and with your flooring purchase, get an outdoor patio set at no additional charge. New flooring for less, plus a free patio set at Floors to Your Home.
Drive away with competitive rates and more perks from Financial Center. Visit our website.
Liberals have quit on America. They let our cities burn and our border overflow. Jefferson Shreve stands up to them. He's conservative, pro-police, strong border. That's why the left attacks him. Shreve takes no lobbyist money, owes no one, can't be bought. So to them, he's the enemy. Defend our country with a fighter who can't be bought. For law, order, and a secure border.
I'm Jefferson Shreve, and I approve this message.
Call Architect today, Indianapolis's premier outdoor living space builder.
Our brands have coated over 50 million square feet of concrete and have served tens of thousands of happy customers. People choose us because our coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, ridiculously easy to clean, and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Visit the website or call the number for your new floor today.
It's our huge spring sales event at Floors to Your Home. Now through Saturday, get a free patio set with your new flooring purchase. That's right, get new flooring and get an outdoor patio set just in time for spring. New flooring for less, plus a free patio set at Floors to Your Home.
Developing right now, Memphis police are looking for the suspects in the shooting of 3 police officers. Memphis police say shots rang out early this morning in the Whitehaven residential area across from a school. Officials say officers responded to the call for officers being shot just before 2 a.m. They were rushed to a nearby hospital, but there is no word yet on their conditions. Whitehaven is a residential area primarily known for Graceland, the former home of Elvis Presley.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson's job is on the line. His most vocal critic is Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she could call up a motion to oust him at any moment. To green, strike one against Johnson was passing a funding bill with help from Democrats that did not cut spending, but kept the government open. Now he's supporting the reauthorization of FISA, a controversial surveillance program, and more funding for Ukraine.
Some people back home don't realize we have the smallest majority in U.S. history.
So after another GOP lawmaker, Congressman Mike Gallagher, resign next week or does resign next week, Republicans will only be able to lose one vote on any party line bill. Many of Johnson's detractors are former President Donald Trump's strongest allies.
Hopefully Speaker Johnson's talking to Donald Trump a lot, trying to get some advice and some guidance. Yeah, because he's the only one that can save America right now. Trump.
Well, Johnson will meet with Trump today in Florida at Mar-a-Lago. We're told the two will then hold a news conference on election integrity.
The CDC is investigating illnesses potentially linked to fake botulism toxins, which are the components in a Botox injection. Reports show that multiple patients have recently reported feeling botulism-like symptoms that can attack the body's nerves and cause muscle paralysis. The exact link between the injections and the symptoms are still unclear, but the CDC warns that any cosmetic injections should be licensed and given, that is, by a licensed professional in proper settings.
Major renovation in the works right now in what is called America's first glass house. This 12-sided home, introduced at the World's Fair in Chicago back in 1933, and now it sits at the Indiana Dunes National Park. Back in the day, it was ahead of its time, featuring air conditioning, a dishwasher, and an airplane hangar. But now, as you can see, it needs a ton of work.
When complete, rehabilitation will preserve historic elements, reconstruct missing elements with new materials, and incorporate efficient new building systems.
The house has been vacant for a long time, too, since 1999. The National Trust for Historic Preservation designated it a national treasure in 2016 in hopes of saving it. So now they're going to dump some money into it and try to fix her up. Jimmy?
Yeah, for a
Pretty
minute there, Angie, I
right?
thought there was a tree on top of the roof. I
There
realized
may
it was behind the building.
There's a lot going on
behind the
there.
house, yeah. Really cool stuff.
Right.
Just to see what it looks like when they're done with it.
I have like a dishwasher in 1930. Cool.
I know, right? 8:16, guys. Hey, let's talk gray skies out there. Wet conditions. You know, we've had plenty of that as of late. Not a great morning, not a great afternoon, to be honest with you. If you are heading out, grab a heavier coat because wind chills are a factor. We're still contending with moderate rain in a few locations. Boots and that umbrella, a good idea as well. How to begin your day. Cool flow now from the west and northwest that is dragging in that chillier air today, the coolest of the entire work week, and we're dealing with moderate rain on city's east side, so there could be a little standing water. We had issues out near Benford Boulevard yesterday. I-65, I-69, 465 all had issues with high water. We'll continue to monitor that again as we're watching the morning rush hour slowly wind down and the rain work its way off towards the east and to the southeast. More rain back out towards Illinois. So this wave will continue to push the rain away from us, and there is drier air beginning to work in out through Illinois, back out through Iowa. That gets in here later on this evening. We do begin to dry out and get back to sunshine, it looks like, by late afternoon into the early evening. Right now, though, cloudy, west wind at 16, and we're holding at 47 here in downtown. That does not include the wind chill. As I mentioned, upper 40s now. You throw in the wind. Feels like 40 here in the city, 43 in Kokomo, and 42 the current reading in Terre Haute. So our day planner, mid-50s, that's it for today. Wind gusts up to 30, 35 miles an hour throughout the afternoon. Not all day rain, but certainly an unsettled afternoon shaping up and a gusty afternoon. Then the winds start to lay down and the skies begin to clear. Now we'll see sunshine, I think, by late afternoon or at least the early evening. I think we end today on a brighter note, no doubt, and a drier note. Then temperatures get down to 40 early tomorrow morning. We're back to dry conditions and sunshine tomorrow. Our next rain chance, very minimal on, it looks like Sunday late in the afternoon. Overall, though, the weekend looks incredible. Here's a look at those numbers now. 56 today, will jump up to 68 tomorrow. Lots of sunshine on Saturday. Sunday does turn breezy. Could see a late day shower chance. Look for a high up to 77. Monday still looks incredible. There is that rain chance early on Tuesday morning, but we'll keep it warm, it looks like, early next week. In fact, 68 it looks like on Wednesday, 72 on Thursday. Let's check in on traffic right now. Morning rush hour winding down. Still slow in a few locations.
Jim, or as I learned, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Here at 819. Look at
there.
Hey, well, I'm just saying. I heard Jimmy, so you didn't know which one to go by. All right. Look at the traffic flow here. A lot of green. However, you go on the northeast side, you got some yellow. You got a little bit of orange starting to pop up here with still that rain falling across central Indiana. A little bit of a slower commute in some spots, but I would say this is improved compared to yesterday. Here's a look at I-65. This is down near Greenwood. You can still see traffic. It's moving, but it's probably not as fast as normally due to the wet road. So maybe give yourself an extra 10 to 15 minutes as you head out the door. Cam.
All right. I think Ange is the only one allowed to call Jim Jimmy.
And his wife.
And his wife.
Yeah.
Only two.
Maybe. I think you can. You pull it off.
I pulled it off pretty well.
Yeah.
It felt, it was all right.
It kind of rolls off the tongue.
It was different.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in yet.
You were uncomfortable. It made you uncomfortable.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Ange, never trust a guy who has two first names like Tyler Ryan. So my granddaddy used to always tell me.
Uh-oh. We'll find out his middle name coming up.
Still to come this morning. Turn up the heat and upgrade your kitchen cooktop.
Oh, Jimmy's looking at us. Who can call you Jimmy? Okay. Hey, still ahead, Scott Jones shows us how to buy the right electric cooktop and the step-by-step replacement process. We'll be right back.
Big rigs. They cause big accidents with big damages and some big bills. It happens. Hire Hensley. 888-HENSLEY.
Manic behavior. She yells and curses, calling them morons and idiots, based on the interviews with half a dozen staffers. Victoria Spartz avoided firing staff and instead bullied them until they left. #1 worst boss in all of Congress. Spartz' response? Her working style's not for everyone. Victoria Spartz' behavior is embarrassing. We don't need politicians who lie and disrespect employees and lack the temperament for public service. We don't need Victoria Spartz.
I'm Chuck Goodrich, and I approve this message.
For any plumbing problem, big or small, call Peterman Brothers. We'll fix it all. We'll send out one of our certified drain technicians to take care of any pesky clog. And we'll send a picture and bio so you know who's coming to your door.
Any drain, anytime, just $83.
A vote for Mike Braun is a vote to make America great again.
Trump endorses Mike Braun for governor because Braun is pro-wall, pro-police, and pro-Trump.
Braun is endorsed by Trump. Braun is tough on illegal immigration.
Mike Braun opposes radical groups like BLM.
Mike Braun has our back.
And is endorsed by the Indiana State Police Alliance.
The attacks on Braun are false.
Mike Braun has our back.
Pro-Trump Republican Mike Braun for governor.
Maroon 5, live in concert. Performing all their hits for one incredible night. Ruoff Music Center, Saturday, June 22nd, with special guest Maren Morris. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at livenation.com. Don't miss Maroon 5, live in Noblesville this summer. For more, visit maroon5.com.
The career politicians don't get it. Last year, homeowners got hit with the largest property tax increase in 20 years. Some seniors even had to sell their own homes, and that's just wrong. I'm Eric Doden. Let's rein in property taxes and cap them for seniors so they can stay in their homes where they belong. That's good for everyone, except the big spending politicians. They've proven they can't solve this problem. I will.
Eric Doden for governor.
It takes a semi-truck 3 football fields to stop safely. If the semi behind you doesn't have 3 football fields, it happens. Hire Hensley. 888-HENSLEY.
It is time to talk Home Zone. Get ready to turn up the heat if you're thinking about replacing your electric cooktop.
FOX59 Scott Jones shares the step-by-step process to change out the cooktop so you can spice things up in heart of your home.
Here I am cleaning out underneath my old cooktop because it was definitely time to replace it. My old cooktop here does not work, at least not safely. You can see some remnants still burning on the old stove. Here's the problem. You can put things on low, medium, or high, and it doesn't matter. Everything comes out on high. That's not good, and it's not safe. First, let's start with the breaker panel. Shut off the electrical power to your cooktop. Number 3 and 1, that's it. If you are not comfortable messing with electricity, definitely call in a pro. The cooktop is likely hardwired, so you'll have to open up the junction box in the cabinet below. Using a tester, double check to make sure there's no power. Then you can undo the wire nuts and pull them apart. White to white or off-white by now. Once all the wires are disconnected and the cable is unscrewed from the box, if that's the case for yours, you can then remove the cooktop. And because they're all different, you'll have to go underneath. Some are held in by screws or clips, or just sitting in the hole, maybe with some sort of a sealant, like mine was. I just needed to push it up from below.
Whoa, hey, we got it.
This is where it's good to have a helper to grab it and lift it out the rest of the way. Once out, clean that surface, which will likely require a razor blade. Cut down on the cleanup by following the blade with a shop vac. And speaking of cleanup, feel free to clean the cabinet while you're down there.
How do I get grease down here?
And never shy with giving his answer, photographer BJ.
And clean the pans properly.
To be totally sure that a new cooktop will fit in the hole, take the old one out first. That way you can measure the exact dimensions of the hole and know the new one will fit. Or you can just measure everything before the cooktop is out from underneath. That way you don't have to live without the cooktop until you get the new one. Huh?
I got a cooktop that basically mimics the dimensions of the old one, or as close as I could find that I also liked. Most cooktops are 30 or 36 inches, and this one's cost was only $350, but it was well reviewed and rated.
I got this one, a 30-inch cooktop to match my other one. It's nothing fancy. As a matter of fact, you can get an induction one of these for about $1,500. I didn't need that. I just wanted something that finally worked.
Take it to the stove and then gently set it in.
It fits, but might move around a little bit.
It easily fit, but
there's a bigger gap on that side than on this side.
Those intentional gaps are the reason for the clips that I did not put in. So I took it back out and screwed them in. They help push out against the countertop, keeping it centered and snug.
Whee!
Now, reconnect the wires. Mine came with very easy to understand color-coded instructions. Be sure to follow yours. Now, test it and see if it works. And it did. Final touch. Use a tiny bead of clear silicone all around the edges to seal it down. It keeps food and water from going under the glass. And with that, I now have a fully functional cooktop. Now I just got to learn how to cook.
Nicely done.
Still ahead in the next half hour, students at Purdue Fort Wayne are missing a balloon.
Yeah, they launched it during the eclipse, but it went off course. The area where Boilermakers think their equipment wound up and what to do if you spot it.
Chuck Goodrich, voted to let Chinese companies buy Indiana farmland. China Chuck even invests his own money in communist China. China Chuck Goodrich puts China first to get rich.
I'm Victoria Sparks, and I approve this message.
Right now at Kittles, pay 0 interest for 5 years or save 20, 30, even 35% off or more on beautiful new Kittles furniture for every room in your home during our Spring Friends and Family event only at Kittles. An Indiana state agency makes a financial error. Their solution? Health care cuts for severely disabled children. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch won't let that happen.
Indiana's Lieutenant Governor had some strong words today for the Family and Social Services Administration.
Suzanne Crouch has a long history fighting for Indiana's most vulnerable.
We are Hoosiers. We don't turn our backs on our most vulnerable. We fight for them.
And as governor, Suzanne Crouch always will.
If you or a loved one have been injured in any kind of accident, Ken Nunn can be your lawyer today.
and you don't have to travel. The whole process can be handled over the phone, and you never have to leave your house. Ken Nunn makes getting legal help quick, easy, and convenient. You can have a lawyer from the comfort of your home with one quick call to 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Call me, it's just that easy.
Over $1 billion collected for our clients. Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Now at Kittle's Mattress Max, save up to $400 on Beauty Rest Black and Serta Eye Comfort mattresses, and up to $700 on adjustable sets, plus $300 in free gifts, only at Kittle's Mattress Max.
Chuck Goodrich is called China Chuck for a reason. Goodrich voted to let Chinese communists buy Indiana farmland. Trump banned one of them. Then China Chuck Goodrich gave them a land deal.
I'm Victoria Sparks, and I approve this message.
It's time for a change. To go big. To be clear. To get it right. All at a time and a place that works for your life. Fox 59 News. Everywhere, all the time.
Check it out. All eyes were on the Boilermakers Monday night in Phoenix, but one former Boiler tried to steal the show. Did you see this? A couple of superstar athletes treated fans to a flex off at the NCAA championship. Check it out. Oh, yeah, while supporting his alma mater, former Purdue quarterback Drew Brees got into a flex-off with the one and only Bill Murray. Murray's son Luke is an assistant coach for UConn, and we thought, why not have the guys do a flex-off right now?
There you go.
All right, you three right here, flex-off.
That's so
Look at it. No, I'm talking to you.
What, muscles or wallet?
Oh.
You can flex that wallet all you want. I ain't got any money.
I got nothing. That's why I do so many jobs here.
Jim just went on vacation. He has some girls in college.
I got college kids.
He's over here in the corner sparing change, folks.
It's all coming out of the bank account.
That's why I have 3 jobs here. I have nothing.
What do you say? All right.
Yeah, Cam hasn't done weather
Look
yet.
at that.
I'm waiting for weather. Oh,
it's coming.
Whatever Ange says go to the wall, go to the wall.
That's the reason why she can call me Jimmy.
Jimmy.
All right, 8:31, guys. Hey, let's talk about the shower activity that's out there right now. How about this? A wet month so far. We have not included the rain since midnight. We are over now 6 inches for the month of April, and we're not even halfway through the month. Only 12 days now into the month. Normally by this date for the month, we should be about 1.5 inches. So you can see we are running way above average, and certainly an active radar out there right now. Could see a little standing water as moderate rain is falling in a few locations, especially in those areas that have very poor drainage. We had some issues around the state yesterday because of that, and certainly adding to the rainfall totals, no doubt, to begin our morning. Now, the rain intensity will come down throughout the afternoon and then eventually end heading into the evening. Now, we're at 47. It's going to be a cool, really chilly afternoon. I mean, with the wind up, our temperature is struggling from the west to northwest. This wind, 56. That's it for a high later on today. But we do end on a dry note. More on that, more on the weekend forecast coming up. Tyler.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. All right, looking outside right now on the traffic flow, a lot of green showing up. I don't want the enforcer to come after me, okay? So it's Mr. O'Brien from now on. Hey, I-65, and you could see traffic. It's, 8:32. We're starting to come out of that rush hour, and cars are still taking their time on the roads due to these showers pushing on through, causing those wet road conditions out there. So a little bit better than yesterday, but still, we're starting to still see yellow pockets of orange showing up. But yesterday, we were seeing yellow, orange, and red all over the interstates across central Indiana here. So I guess a little bit improved, but still want to give yourself a couple extra minutes as you head out the door. Looking on the northeast side there, a little bit of getting closer to Lawrence, and also just outside of Forest Harrison State Park on I-465 going northbound, and a little bit southbound too. We're seeing a little bit of that yellow and orange as you are making that turn to head up north. Now, drive times, if you're going westbound from downtown to the airport, about 15 minutes. Westbound, southbound from Fishers to the airport, about 40 minutes. And Greenwood, but just over 20 minutes. Cameron?
Thank you, Tyler. A Boone County man is accused of brutally killing his mother while she was planning her escape.
Yeah, 30-year-old Graham Bixler due to appear in court for an initial hearing this morning on charges of murder and abuse of a corpse. Fox 59's Kit Hanley breaks down the details we're learning right now about this gruesome murder.
It was a struggle to read through the probable cause. The documents reveal that the mother was scared of her son and she was planning on moving out of their shared Zionsville home. Now, we do want to warn you that the details on this crime scene are disturbing. We previously told you Zionsville police searched around this home off of Old 106th Street on Monday after Kristen Bixler's family had requested a welfare check. According to the documents, Bixler's family had not heard from her since April 2nd. The family told police Bixler's son, Graham, had previous issues with law enforcement and had been violent with his mother in the past. He had even been arrested last summer for attempting to kill his father. Police told us on Wednesday when they couldn't get a response at the home, they started searching the property.
From there, they noticed a vehicle in the backyard, continued to check the property there, continued to check the rest of the property south of that location, and ended up finding a deceased female.
Investigators say they found various weapons near Kristen's body, including 3 handsaws containing bodily tissue, a pair of garden shears, and a bloody rock. They also found a large tarp, a shovel stuck in the ground, and multiple dug-out holes. Police say Bixler had been dead for at least 24 hours. According to court documents, all of this led police to begin searching for Graham Bixler. They found him at a stress center the day before the remains were discovered. Detectives learned Graham had been found with blood on him and had been carrying his mother's credit card.
And we're looking at the suspect's past activities and his use of force or threats of force in the past. But at this point, that's all a part of the overall investigation.
According to court documents, Kristen Bixler's boyfriend even told investigators she was physically trembling when she told him she feared Graham would kill her. Now, according to the court documents, neighbors say they would often see Graham Bixler running around the property naked and screaming. And his brother says that he has a history of using psychedelics in his adult life. Now, right now, Bixler is being held at the Boone County Jail, but he does have a hearing set for today in Lebanon. Our crew will be there, and we will bring you the latest updates when we can. For now, reporting in Zionsville, Kit Hanley, Fox 59 News.
Kit, thank you. And again, Bixler in court right now here at 8:30. She's in the courtroom. We'll let you know, too, what happens as soon as we hear. IMPD teaming up with some community leaders now to host athletic leagues for teenagers. It comes as the Circle City experiences record level of violence among juveniles. The goal of this program and others like it to build early positive relationships with police and keep kids really busy in a safe place. It comes in the wake of a downtown shooting that injured 7 juveniles a couple of weeks ago. And now these mentors are emphasizing the importance of everybody, including IMPD, to get involved.
If we don't introduce them to IMPD now in a positive way, then their next relationship can be in a negative way.
They will remember that conversation. And also when they need help, sometimes they reach out.
The founder of a different youth mentoring program called New Boy is applauding any effort by the city to try to connect with kids.
You all inspired me just as much as I inspired you, and you allowed me to live out my dream every single day, and for that I'm forever thankful.
Well, the Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball star Caitlin Clark said goodbye to her fans there one last time on her home court. 8,000 fans were at Iowa's Carver Hawkeye Arena to celebrate her and the team, and of course her legacy as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball history. And that's where Iowa's athletic director announced that her jersey number 22 would be retired.
We always knew your jersey would be hanging in the rafters one day. It's a privilege for me to now make that official. You will be the last to wear number 22, and you will become the 3rd Hawkeye women's basketball player in history to have her number retired.
We'll see if she's wearing a 22 here in Indiana, because she is expected to be the #1 overall draft pick in Monday night's WNBA draft. The Fever hold that pick. This week, we learned 36 of their 40 games will be on national television. That is a sign of the excitement that Clark is expected to bring to the league and Indianapolis. The Fever are holding a watch party for the draft at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That starts at 5:30 at Bicentennial Unity Plaza. The Fever are on the clock at 7:30. Students at Purdue University Fort Wayne are hoping someone might be able to find their weather balloon. It's been missing since the solar eclipse on Monday.
The university hoped the balloon would travel from Fort Wayne to Bowling Green, where a team planned to retrieve it. Well, the wind blew it out east and it headed out over Lake Erie. The onboard GPS revealed it appears the balloon burst and landed in the water somewhere near Cleveland.
So we're hoping that somebody somewhere saw it, so we can get the data back from it, so we can pull off more photographs and just to see what all happened during the eclipse.
All right, the team right now asking everybody to keep out their eyes wide open for the downed balloon and to call police if you happen to spot it in the water.
But if it's in the water, what are we looking for it for?
Yeah.
Unless you got a boat.
Yeah.
I think that balloon is gone.
Right. My husband grew up on Lake Erie in that area of Cleveland, and they used to travel it. So maybe we can get his mom and dad in that area to go out searching for it.
Maybe, because if that's where it's at, it's not anywhere else. Yeah. Well, you may see some blue and silver pinwheels popping up across central Indiana this month.
It is because April is National Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month, and up next, we're going to talk with the villages of Indiana about the importance of raising awareness and an upcoming 5K raising funds to help do so.
Get a free patio set with your new flooring purchase during our huge spring sales event at Floors to Your Home. Come in now through Saturday, and with your flooring purchase, get an outdoor patio set at no additional charge. New flooring for less, plus a free patio set at Floors to Your Home.
Liberals have quit on America. They let our cities burn and our border overflow. Jefferson Shreve stands up to them. He's conservative, pro-police, strong border. That's why the left attacks him. Shreve takes no lobbyist money, owes no one, can't be bought. So to them, he's the enemy. Defend our country with a fighter who can't be bought. For law, order, and a secure border.
I'm Jefferson Shreve, and I approve this message.
Join us Saturday for Indy Fuel Fan Appreciation Night to show our thanks to the best fans in the league. The Fuel will be giving away special bobbleheads while supplies last. Buy tickets today at IndyFuelHockey.com. Fuel Hockey. Come for the experience, stay for the game.
Merchants Bank is the nation's top performing bank. Take our Flex Index CD, for example. At 5.92 APY, it flexes as the Fed adjusts rates. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, and no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, the nation's top performing bank. Hop on over.
An Indiana state agency makes a financial error. Their solution? Health care cuts for severely disabled children. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch won't let that happen.
Indiana's Lieutenant Governor had some strong words today for the Family and Social Services Administration.
Suzanne Crouch has a long history fighting for Indiana's most vulnerable.
We are Hoosiers. We don't turn our backs on our most vulnerable. We fight for them.
And as governor, Suzanne Crouch always will.
The seasons are changing in Indianapolis, and your lawn can sure use a little help. With Lawn Pride sign-up discounts and free service calls, you're able to select from a number of lawn care services specifically formulated for the Indianapolis area. Lawn Pride.
It's our huge spring sales event at Floors to Your Home. Now through Saturday, get a free patio set with your new flooring purchase. That's right, get new flooring and get an outdoor patio set just in time for spring. New flooring for less, plus a free patio set at Floors to Your Home.
The Fox 59 Weather Camera Network is brought to you by Peterman Brothers Heating and Plumbing.
This week, a mother arrested and charged with the murder of this little 5-year-old girl. It was her daughter. The allegations against Tori McClure include years of abuse against little Kinsley. Police believe she was kept locked in a closet and died from not being fed enough food. She was first taken away from her mom when she was just 3 weeks old. Just so happens that April is National Child Abuse Awareness Prevention Month, and many organizations are trying to stop the abuse of children. I'm joined now by Nancy Gwynn, Vice President of Operations for the Villages of Indiana, and Rhonda Bremen, former board chair and wife of the late Matt Bremen, who We're going to be talking about, because there's an upcoming run that is named after him. Let's start with you, though, and talk a little bit about, I'll say it's ironic, but, you know, here we are talking this week about the very thing that you all fight so much against and you want to bring awareness to. What are your thoughts, first of all?
Well, so Prevent Child Abuse Indiana is a part of the Villages, and our hope is to get the word out there and to spread news about how prevention is preventable, or not prevention, sorry, how child abuse and neglect is preventable. And I think that it's important for everybody to know that it's something that if we all pull together, there are small things, there are large things that we can do across the community to help stop things like what we see with this story.
Yeah, you're holding the pinwheel.
Yes.
And we saw it in the video there. Can you talk about the symbol of that and why it's important and where we're going to be seeing them?
Absolutely. So you probably will see these pinwheels all across the state. They symbolize kind of the carefree and whimsical childhood that we hope that every child in Indiana has. And if you drive past our offices on 38th and Meridian, you'll see 92 pinwheels out there to represent the children of every child in the counties across Indiana. And we just hope that it starts that conversation and keeps it going for the whole entire year about what we can do.
Rhonda, tell me about your husband, and then we'll talk about this run that is in his honor.
Great, yeah. Matt was the president of Prevent Child Abuse Indiana when he passed away in 2003. He was very passionate about family service organizations and particularly causes that benefit children. Nothing made him happier than the day he became a dad. But even before that, he was involved with Prevent Child Abuse Indiana because he truly believed in the mission of giving every child a safe and happy childhood.
There's a run coming up, this 5K run, Matt Bremen run on April 20th. What do you want us to know about that, and where do the funds go specifically if somebody wants to run?
Sure. So the run was started 18 years ago by his law firm, Krieg DeVault, in his honor, and the funds go directly to programs for Prevent Child Abuse Indiana. So really education programs, awareness programs, so that we can get the word out, as Nancy said, about the ability to really prevent these tragic situations.
Yeah, we talked this week about Kinsley. We just learned also this week that another 1-week-old was left in her car seat for 13 hours and she died. Her mom is now facing charges. What do you think it is? From either one of you can take this. You guys, you've lived this, you've been around this, trying to bring awareness. There are so many people that seem to want to help. We also hear that parents and family members saying they feel like they can't sometimes get the help. What do you all feel like we need to know? Do you want to take that?
Well, I think that a lot of times the help is very simple. It's being able to reach out and help your neighbor. You know, it could be as simple as knowing that maybe the next door neighbor has a lot on her plate right now because she just brought home a newborn. And maybe just a simple offer of watching the kids for a little bit while she takes a break can be a huge help for families. There are so many different resources available across the state, but it is difficult to navigate them. Prevent Child Abuse Indiana is always here to help. So going to the Village's website at villagekids.org is always a great place to start if you need an idea about their resources that are available.
Thank you so much. Right, so take part in next Saturday's run. Go to fox59.com/links. We'll connect you also with Child Abuse Prevention Indiana as well. Jim?
All right, thank you, Ange. Yeah, 8:47 heading out to right now. Gray skies, tracking rainfall out there. The wind is up. Not a great morning for our Friday. Just know heading to the weekend, things are going to get better now. As you can certainly see out towards Greenwood, there's the gray skies. Johnson County dealing with some light rain. Still want to add that heavier coat. Wind chills are a factor here to begin our morning. Still the rain boots. There is some standing water. And certainly that umbrella, you want to keep that handy. Throw in the back seat. You'll need it off and on throughout the afternoon. And into the early evening, rain will be winding down, though. A little wave dropping through here, or trough. And that's helping to keep the rain chances going throughout the morning in Marion County. You can see a lot of it now. That was earlier today up through sections like Tippecanoe County and on through Clinton County, extending out towards Crawfordsville and Montgomery County. That bulk now has continued to work its way up towards the south and southeast. So Bloomington down through Brazil, also out towards Morgan County. That's where we're seeing some of that heavier rain to begin our morning, or at least a steadier rain. So a little bit drier up towards the north and northwest. Now the wind will be up today. The gray skies are going to continue on through the bulk of the morning into the afternoon. Eventually, though, I think we'll end today on a bright note. But on through the morning into the afternoon, temperatures, we're just not going to move much. The wind is up. The gray skies are kind of locked in, so hard to warm up, certainly on a day like this. We're currently at 47 in downtown, 46 in Kokomo. Throw in the wind chills make it feel like the lower 40s at this hour. And looking at our day planner, normally this time of the year, our afternoon highs should be at 63. We'll only top out, it looks like, at 56 here later on today. Now, the wind, as I mentioned, will turn gusty. Already a little breezy out there. Look for wind gusts of about 35 miles an hour later on today. The wind settled down after sunset tonight, and the skies clear out and the rain chances come to an end. We'll get down to 40 early tomorrow morning. So the wind's not as strong here late tonight into early tomorrow morning. In fact, later on this evening, by 7 o'clock, some sunshine working in. And then late tonight, we'll start to settle back down to about 40 early tomorrow morning. We have that Carmel Marathon tomorrow morning. Weather looks really good for that. Only just a limited shower chance on Sunday late in the afternoon. We're going to have more on that coming up. Let's jump ahead to tomorrow afternoon. Look at all that sunshine around the area. Going into late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, we'll add a little bit of cloud cover. There is a limited shower chance, though, as we head into it looks like Sunday late in the afternoon. We're talking 1 or 2 counties, not a big deal. A beautiful weekend ahead, a great weekend to be outside. Let's just get through today's weather. 68 going into tomorrow. Looks like 77 on Sunday. Monday will top out at 78 degrees. We'll have much more coming up here in a few minutes. I will send it out to a commercial break.
We believe in the 2-minute drill, goal line stands, toe taps, strip sacks. We believe in beer snakes, the giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, hustle and grit, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream.
A star is born in the UFL.
We believe in football. United Football League, Saturday, Memphis, Birmingham on Fox.
We're all a bit more aware of the air we're breathing and how healthy it is.
Airborne viruses, mold, and mildew are more common than ever.
With over 42 years of waterproofing experience, EverDry waterproofing is the best choice for any water damage issues.
It's not dry
until it's EverDry.
Have you thought of buying a hot tub? Hi, it's Bob from Royal Spa. Now is a great time to invest in your rejuvenation. We've worked hard to build back inventory these last 2 years. Our showrooms are packed. We've got new models and scratch and dents and several demos ready for delivery. No more waiting months. Our hot tubs can be yours today. Experience the difference for yourself. Visit us online at royalspa.com.
Royal Spa.
Clean Sweep 317 is a full chimney and masonry restoration company. One of the ways that we bring a lot of value to our clients is by installing stainless steel caps. You're doing yourself a big favor for the next several years to come.
When it comes to fixing garage doors and installing new ones, Precision has the Circle City covered.
We have a lot of 5-star reviews. We don't want to leave a customer unhappy.
At Precision, we fix garage doors. That's all we do. We love it.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
A vote for Mike Braun is a vote to make America great again.
Trump endorses Mike Braun for governor because Braun is pro-wall, pro-police, and pro-Trump.
Braun is endorsed by Trump. Braun is tough on illegal immigration.
Mike Braun opposes radical groups like BLM.
Mike Braun has our back.
And is endorsed by the Indiana State Police Alliance.
The attacks on Braun are false.
Mike Braun has our back.
Pro-Trump Republican Mike Braun for governor.
We're all a bit more aware of the air we're breathing and how healthy it is.
Airborne viruses, mold, and mildew are more common than ever. With over 42 years of waterproofing experience, EverDry waterproofing is the best choice for any water damage issues.
It's not dry
until it's EverDry.
Leading the way. FOX59, first at 4.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. Take a trip around the world with a drive to Indy's west side. We got to find out, where is Sherman?
Well, he's on a cultural journey where the works of 60+ international artists are on display.
Global Village Welcome Center is where we are right now, where I stand inside what is the World Arts Expo. It's really cool. It's open now through June 1st, so you do have some time to see it. But I'm telling you, you'll want to come experience what is really unique, I think, to Indy to have the artists that we have represented here. I'm going to give it all away because I got to have Mary say something, because she's the executive director of the Global Village Welcome Center inside International Marketplace neighborhood, Lafayette Road, right at Georgetown. And here you go, 5th annual for this, right?
5th annual World Expo, Art Expo.
Yeah.
We have some amazing artists that will be participating this year. I think I mentioned this earlier, but we have artwork from Australia, but I forgot to mention there's work that was sent here from Nigeria. It's some amazing work.
So 62 plus artists, right?
62 plus artists, over 130 pieces of artwork from all types of mediums. This is the place to be. More importantly, April the 19th is the artists will be here. There's an artist reception. It's a meet and greet. But you know what else, Sherman?
What's that?
The artists will bring some of their other works here to sell. So, because we forgot to mention that they will be, you are able to purchase this work.
Okay, so we're talking 22 countries represented in the expo from around the world. Those artists, along with their art, you mentioned meeting them, but what's really cool about that is that you'll get to learn a little bit about the culture that each piece might represent, or the storyline to that.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely, you will.
I love how this is. Here's the deal: it's free to get in. However, the art's for sale. Yes, yes, and we have one of those artists right here, Sakura Fuqua. Good morning, my dear. Okay, so here in Indy, you're originally from where?
Well, I was born in the U.S., but I grew up in Japan and Korea, and now I live here.
And now you express some art in a very interesting way, representing the international marketplace, right?
Yes, I do.
You're a photographer by trade in that artist world?
Yes, I am, and I like to create digital collages.
Okay, explain this one. I saw this morning. I'm like, what's going on? And when you explain it, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Well, this is called Ode to Ando, as in Momofuku Ando, who invented instant ramen. I get inspired by living in the international marketplace, so I go around to different grocery stores. I choose a theme. In this case, it was instant noodles. I photograph them, and then I create the digital collage.
It's really cool.
Well,
because we've been talking about all the different noodles and you see all this, but the fact that you actually use this as your creative tool to go to the marketplace, I think is really fantastic.
And it's delicious.
And delicious. For information, more information about the expo, you can go to our website at FOX59.com. We got a link to that and to all the information about what goes down here at Global Village Welcome Center.
All right, Sherman, there is much more ahead coming up at 9, including new developments on a missing Indianapolis baby.
Her mother's ex-boyfriend takes a plea deal. Ahead at 9, what is next, though, for her mother? And the question still remaining about the little girl's 2019 disappearance.
Plus, the Boone County man accused of brutally murdering his own mother. He's in court this morning. We'll have a live report from the courthouse coming up with the outcome of that hearing.